Alrighty boys, welcome back to another video, and today is the official day of release for Bannerlord. So pretty exciting. We did receive kind of, I don't think it was an update, but it was pretty much kind of like, just pretty much like a written update on the forums. I'm going to go over that in a different video. I'm going to link it in this video. But this is the development update number 11. So this is like a development video. And it's going to show off the banners, cutscenes, and the AI updates, pretty much like the past couple of updates that we've had. And I thought, why not react to it, as we reacted to all the past development update videos. So without further ado, let's get to it.
Greetings, Warriors of Calradia. We are back with the final development update of Early Access. But just before we move on to take a look at some of the recent changes to the game, we want to start by thanking you all for your incredible support during the development of Bannerlord. Your feedback, suggestions and bug reports have been essential in bringing the game to this point, and we really appreciate your patience, cooperation and input throughout the Early Access period. Thank you. We also want to take this opportunity to say that this is definitely not the end of the road for Bannerlord. We'll continue to support the game well into the future, including content updates. You can read more about what we have planned in our release plans blog post. There's a link in the description below.
Yeah, we're going to go over that in a different video. This one's probably going to run a little bit. I don't want to make this video too long by including both the stuff, but yeah, we're going to go over that. I'm very excited.
Okay, and now on to the game. To start, we have a few combat related updates to discuss. The first of which is the addition of banners. Banners are equipable items.
Hey, before we get into it, you see this right here? I think it would be great. You know how we have this thing to change the view from the horse into the player? They should make this a three-way thing and add the banner as well, so we could switch between the banner, the player, and the horse. I think that should be added. I think it would be a good addition.
Is the addition of banners. Banners are equipable items that provide various combat bonuses to your formations. Banner bearers can be promoted from regular troops to carry a formation's banner into battle, buffing the troops around them. And if the banner...
Hold on, I think someone just hit a car outside. Hold on. Okay, that wasn't too long of a pause. Someone's getting their car towed outside my apartment. That's tough. Alright, let's get back to it.
If the bearer happens to fall, other troops from the formation will attempt to recover the banner and continue the fight. There's a total of 45 different banners across 3 tiers for you to earn by accomplishing various tasks, like defeating enemy nobles, clearing hideouts and reaching certain campaign milestones. A number of impactful changes.
Banners are really good. I like them. And also a thing they did mention that I want to mention as well for everyone who didn't hear what they said in like one of the previous forum videos. Pretty much the banners, they're a very big advantage to the player because the AI can only carry like one banner per like party. But since you can have companions in your party, you can carry like 5 banners in your party. So you can really like max out on the bonuses with different banners. So yeah, there's that.
Changes to the spawning of reinforcements were made to address many of the issues that arose when one side was pulled into their opponent's spawn area, especially during larger battles.
That's nice. You saw they came in and the horses actually came in a little bit farther so you could gain the full speed before they actually come out. Nice.
With the addition of 2 extra spawn paths for each side to spawn on, reinforcing waves are now able to select the safest route when joining the fray. Additionally, reinforcements will now always spawn near the initial deployment boundaries and attempt to join a formation that matches their unit type when entering the battle, with the weakest formations being bolstered first. Combat mechanic effects like knockdown, knockback and dismount are now decided using a standard and deterministic model, making them much more reliable and predictable. You can check the tooltip icons to see each weapon's effect.
That's cool. I never really actually looked at any of these. That is cool. Nice.
Armor damage calculations were reworked to make higher tier armors more effective against blunt attacks, making these armors feel like a much more worthwhile investment, particularly when confronted by looters. And for the final combat related highlight, the AI movement system was overhauled through a range of physics adjustments, better situational understanding, and by implementing a partial 360-degree input for the AI, massively improving issues with troop congestion and the AI's ability to deal with more difficult terrain, especially in sieges. Response times for defensive formations moving to position have been improved, and the AI is now much more efficient when redeploying troops between formations.
That's actually very important. So what they're talking about there is like once you get through like the initial like blockage, right? All the spawning AI, they just spawn really like in the middle of your army, so they just get instantly wiped, or they spawn like in a very bad spot and they stay in that spot. They don't actually go and try to, you know what I mean? Make a formation in front of like a chokehold. They don't do none of that. So hopefully that addresses it.
Attacker behaviour was also reworked to focus its energy on fewer siege engines and breaches if it has a smaller force. Campaign
Okay.
AI also received a number of notable updates recently, with many of those changes aimed at improving party and army decision making to make the world more active and dynamic. To achieve this, the weight of party priorities was increased, with defensive parties sticking to protecting their own territory, while those in an aggressive stance will try to raid and siege enemy settlements more often. Also, the threshold for changing party objectives has increased, meaning that parties are now more likely to stick to their current task if it makes sense for them to do so. Parties are more likely to attack settlements that are near their own territory.
See, I can't wait to actually get to this point because it's been a while since I had a very long playthrough. I've had like smaller playthroughs, but I am going to start my like official playthrough for YouTube and all that. And yeah, I can't wait to get to this point where I could like be like tell them to go aggressive or go defensive, like and time all that out. I think that would be pretty cool. Yeah.
And will try to coordinate with nearby allied parties when engaging the enemy. And parties within armies now take fellow army members and nearby villages into account when sourcing food. The decision score calculation of patrol, defend, and besiege stances was adjusted to increase siege success rates and the overall aggressiveness of AI armies. And the cohesion boosting behaviour of armies has been improved, particularly when undertaking important tasks like defending or besieging. And finally, armies with low cohesion or that are not at war are now automatically disbanded, and each active army decreases the creation chance of a new army. These changes ensure that there are fewer, larger armies on the campaign map.
It's really good. It's really good because I'm gonna be honest with you, AI armies, like I don't want to say it, but like they were really not great in terms of like how they worked as AI. Like sometimes they'd just be wasting a lot of materials, dying from starvation. They would look very menacing, and when they worked really good. Like the big armies, but most of the time, like you could really game the system, and you can really kind of mess them up. But them working together like this, and them having like better objectives, and not forming an army when it's peacetime and stuff like that, it's really helped the game.
Resulting in more significant and decisive battles. Developing your character is one of the most rewarding aspects of any Mount & Blade game. However, the progression system could be a little inflexible when trying to adjust your strategy mid-campaign or experiment with different playstyles. Well, now you can visit an arena master to reset the skill perks of you, your family members, and your companions. Additionally,
I like that they put it to this guy as well, because I'll be honest with you, after my first playthrough, I never visit this guy again. So now he has like a purpose. You know what I mean?
the way that NPC child skill and trait levels are calculated was improved, with children now receiving skills and traits periodically instead of all at once when they reach adulthood. Also, the equipment selection system for newborns now considers different parameters, such as culture, traits, and hero type. They say that friends are the family that you get to choose yourself, and that would be an apt description of companions in Bannerlord. But unfortunately, and perhaps a little too realistically, as the playthrough progressed, it became harder to find companions in Calradia, especially in the late game. A new companion spawn behaviour was implemented to address this issue by equalising the companions in the game. In addition to this, companion skill traits were rebalanced and many of their backstories were updated to provide more variety and options for you to choose from. And alongside these changes, you can now ask tavern keepers about available companion candidates, making finding those new friends even easier.
I didn't know about this. Wow, that is interesting. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
New friends even easier. In Bannerlord, your duty is to your clan, and as the head of the family, you need to make sure that your clan remembers it. The recent changes to clan management allow you to do just that by giving you even greater control over your clan members and parties, including exchanging and assigning party leaders, recalling clan members to your party, and dispatching clan members to your settlements.
Nice.
NPCs will now approach you with various propositions.
They need to continue that. They need to add more stuff to this. You know what I mean? They send them out to do something here. Send them out to just like, you know, to get more possible clan. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be cool. Like, for example, like this would be kind of like a lot deeper, but like send a companion out to like a friend he might have that might be a part of a different kingdom, but you want to, you know what I mean? Pretty much bribe him to join your kingdom. Like stuff like that. Oh, it'd be so good.
NPCs will now approach you with various propositions, including mercenary contract offers, marriage offers for clan members, and vassalage offers, building on the
See, like this, like I love this. I love this. Like these little things, like, oh, there's a marriage offer, there's a ransom offer. It's like all like more stuff where the AI comes to me and I have to make a decision. I love that. You know what I mean? Like just like random encounters. Random encounters in like all games that I've played, like, you know, I feel like random encounters is such a good thing where it's like it's never going to be the same in each playthrough. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be different things because it happens randomly and random stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's just, it's good. It's good.
Members and vassalage offers, building
especially in the sandbox. Like random encounters are, you know what I mean? Like that's really good.
The game's existing diplomacy options to make the world feel more active and alive. For some time now, we've been working on a number of adjustments and balancing changes to trade goods, caravans, and workshops with the aim of improving the overall health of the economy, particularly into the late game. You can read about the changes in detail over on our forums. There's a link in the description below. But to summarise, we've increased the demand for trade goods, rebalanced luxury demands to make them more relevant, tweaked a few prices here and there, and made some changes to workshop production. Of course,
they produce a lot more now. You know what I mean? They produce a good amount more now.
It's worth remembering that Bannerlord's economy is huge and has many moving parts, so we will continue to monitor the situation and take feedback on board to ensure that the economy remains in good health well into the future. For all you crafty crafters out there, changes that aim to provide a little more structure to the crafting path were recently introduced, including separating the unlocking of crafting pieces into their respective weapon types, with crafted weapons now only giving experience for that weapon type alone. Additionally, crafting parts are now unlocked gradually, with tier 1 parts coming first, then tier 2, and so on. 14.
Listen, crafting, now you can't speedrun it pretty much. Or maybe you probably still can. I don't know if people still do. But yeah, I think they literally just made all these changes in a way like to make it more complex, but also it's like so you don't get super rich right away. But I'm pretty sure there's still probably a video out there. It's like, you know what I mean, like, oh, get 100k gold and, you know what I mean, in 60 days in game or some stuff like that. But yeah,
new heads and 5 new handles were added for you to make two-handed maces with, which are a thing now, by the way. And most pommels are now available to use across other weapon types. Finally, you can find 19 new cloth and fur pieces to attach to your polearms for some added flair.
These were cool. They kind of like add to the banners. You know what I mean? Just like mini little banners. You know what I mean? I like them.
A broad selection of cutscenes was added to highlight and commemorate those special moments during your adventures. From the birth of a child.
These were really good. I just wished that they I know it's like I wish like certain cutscenes, like certain one of them being the same, it doesn't really matter, and the people are a little bit different because the people always change out. But for certain things, I feel like they should have changed like the backgrounds. You know what I mean? Like this one where you're like when you join a certain clan, not a clan, a certain kingdom. I feel like each kingdom should have like a different throne room. It shouldn't just be like the flags are changed and the people are changed. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Just like a different overall background. You get what I'm saying? Or like if it's like yeah, I don't know how else to explain it. Just like a different background.
Child to the death of a comrade.
But I still like them. They're really good.
And from joining a kingdom to destroying one. Cutscenes give more weight to key events while helping to bring your own unique story to life. A broad selection of teen scenes was also added, with 10 new battle terrains, 2 hideouts, 2 castles, and 16 towns for you to explore.
I like the hideouts ones. Really good. The 2 hideout ones. I have 2 videos up on my channel. Also, I need them to hurry up with these towns and all these villages and they need to let everybody know when all of them are finished because I'm trying to do a walkthrough of all of them, like all of them. I don't care how many videos I have to make, but I want to do it. But I kind of want to wait until each single town. I think they said like there's 2 more towns that need to be added.
Explore and conquer. You can find more information on the new scenes, like their names and locations, in the 190 patch notes. There's a link in the description below. And for our final single player highlights, we have the, almost obligatory at this stage, additions to the Calradian Armory. But alas, there are simply too many to share in this video, so you'll have to check.
Oh my god. I just got such a good video idea. We could really do some fit checks, you know what I'm saying? Like some really good, like, you know what I mean? Like ones that look like they really mesh well, you know what I mean? Like all together, like this is a good outfit right here, you know what I mean? Like the guy, like a medieval guy back in the day rocking this. Yeah. Like this right here. Yeah. Okay. I got an idea.
We have the almost obligatory.
Right.
Over in multiplayer, we have Battle, an intense single life game mode intended for organised events. At the start of each round, you select a class to spawn with stronger classes requiring more gold. Gold can be gained from kills and assists and by surviving the round. To win, you must completely destroy the opposing team or break their morale by holding more flags. Custom server files were released to Steam users, allowing community members to host their own dedicated servers for others to play on.
I'm gonna try multiplayer very soon, very soon. Excited for that too, and custom servers. But I think that's gonna take a lot more time for them to get really good.
Including modded content with new scenes, game modes, and more. And speaking of modding, Steam Workshop support is now available, with many user-created modifications already available for you to explore. Elsewhere on the modding front, we recently shared API documentation for Bannerlord to allow modders to effectively use and integrate the API with their creations.
That's cool.
And that's all for Development Update 11. We really appreciate you taking the time to check out the video and hope that you enjoyed the updates to the game. You can find links to the full patch notes in the video description, and as always, we invite you to share your feedback with us in the comment section below.
Hey, really good job. You know what I mean? Really good job. Good game. You know what I mean? There's going to be more updates, possible DLC. Really good job. You know what I mean? But that's going to do it for me. And I'll see y'all in the next one.